I've never had such instant regret like I did with this purchase. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, I'm Samantha. I'm the owner of Stickers by Samantha, and today we're going to talk about the htvront auto press, why I instantly regretted my purchase, and everything that I learned about it so that you don't have to make the same mistake I did. Just a little backstory. Last week I was going to restock a lot of my air fresheners and start working on my next launch, which is going to be an air freshener launch. And I got through halfway pressing all the front of the air fresheners, and then my best friend showed up. So I decided to take the rest of the day off, and I was like, I'll just finish these tomorrow. Then the next day I come into my office and I turn the Cricut heat press on, and it just gives me an error code. So I was like, okay, cool, awesome, love that for me. So I contacted Cricut and they were like, hey, we need to see the error code. Couldn't get the machine to show it again, but it still wouldn't heat up. It just stayed at like 40 degrees or something crazy. It just would not heat up. I had it on for so long and nothing was happening. They were like, hey, unfortunately, we can't help you until we can see the error code on video. So talk to you later, basically. And so I was like, okay, full panic mode now. I have custom air freshener orders that need to go out. I also need to start working on restocking these air fresheners at my next launch. So I was in full panic mode. And then I was also thinking, last year during the holidays, I sold so many air fresheners. It was amazing. But with my Cricut Easy Press, it hurt my back so bad. It was so time consuming. It took forever. I was working the longest days I've ever worked, and it was just painful, borderline torture to myself. My back was in so much pain. So I was like, you know what? All year I've been thinking I need to upgrade my heat press before the holidays. And so I just thought, you know what? I didn't really want to spend the money right now, but I need to do it anyway. So I started doing some research and started looking into other presses, specifically ones that were bigger than the 12 by 12 Easy Press that I had, and also really wanted a feature that would just do it on its own, be automatic. So of course I found the htvront AutoPress. I did do research, I promise. I watched so many YouTube videos. You guys know I love YouTube, so I watched so many YouTube videos. I watched TikToks. I talked to my friends. I asked for their suggestions, and a lot of people did suggest the htvront AutoPress. So I was like, okay, perfect. That's awesome. It's a bigger plate size and it presses automatically. I can just set it and forget it. Easy. I was so excited. So it got here, and first we're going to talk about the pros and the cons and just kind of the technical stuff, and then I will get into what went wrong with me and why I would not suggest it for certain people. First and foremost, that thing was like 40 pounds, and I'm a strong person. I think 40 pounds is nothing, but the box was huge. It was basically the size of me. I could have fit in the box, and it was 40 pounds. My office is upstairs. I was alone. So I had to get it up the stairs by myself and then onto my desk. It was horrible. It was not a fun time. Do not recommend trying to do that by yourself. That was the first thing that I was like, this better be worth it, because I almost just broke my back doing this. Then when you actually get into it, it was really nice looking. It looked like a robot. It looked like the little cute robot from Wall-E, the girl, Eve, I think. It was so cute. I liked the way it looked in my office. It was really nice. It wasn't too big. It fit perfectly on the desk space that I have. And the digital screen was really nice and big and clear and easy to read. And then it had all the buttons where you can change the temperature and the time. And then it had the auto press button. So how the auto press works is when you push the auto press button, and that's set, whenever you pull the drawer open, you put whatever you want on it. You push the drawer shut. As soon as you shut the drawer, the plate will drop and start pressing. And then after the timer is done, it will lift automatically on its own. If you don't have the auto press feature on, when you push the drawer shut, it won't go down and start pressing. You'll just have to hit the press button and then it'll start going. I was so excited. It worked perfectly. It was great. I was already thinking about the holidays and how easy that's going to be for me. Then I actually took the air fresheners out, and I was super excited also that I could fit 6 at a time. I normally can only do 2 at a time, and when I'm making hundreds of air fresheners during the holidays, that's not very convenient. So being able to do 6 at a time was really nice. However, when I pulled them out, this is what they looked like. So the one that's beautiful and dark and vibrant was the one that was pressed the previous day with my Cricut Easy Press, and then the one that is very faded and uneven was the one that was pressed with this new htvront auto press. Since it was the first time I was using it, I thought maybe I did something wrong. Maybe 6 was too many, so I went down to 4. I thought maybe the pressure on the plate would be a little bit better with less on there. Tried it again, kept getting the same results. So then I thought it was going crazy, and I even tried to just put one dead center in the middle, and I almost feel like that one came out even worse. I didn't get a ton of footage of the mess ups because I was starting to get really frustrated, but I do have like some examples of before and afters that I'm going to show you guys, and I'll label them on screen so that you can see which ones are which, and you can see the difference. And I was not happy with them at all. And so I started to freak out, of course, and I posted on my Instagram, my close friends story. I have all of my business friends, and I was like, y'all, like, what do I do? Why is this not working? What am I doing wrong? Any tips, any advice? And that is when my world started to crumble. That is so dramatic, but that's when I really lost it. Everyone was responding, hey, I've heard that machine is horrible, or that machine is not good for sublimation, or I had to do this and this and this in order to get it work. And it was like, what? Like every review I watched online was a good review, was positive, said it worked for sublimation, was just like, it was the best thing ever. Everybody loves it. I've seen so many of my business friends unbox this product and talk so highly of it. So I was really looking forward to using it. And now everybody's telling me, no, actually, it sucks. So one of the main suggestions I kept getting was to put more heat press, like pad, what are they called? I don't know what it's called, but the little mat that comes with the heat press in order to protect like your surface, and put more on top or put stuff under it. I'm having a hard time describing what I'm trying to say, so I'm just going to use arrows in this picture because I didn't get a lot of footage, but I did get some because I don't know if you've guessed already, I've returned the machine. It's no longer in my possession. But anyway, so the heating mat that goes here, it's attached to the machine, but it is detachable. A lot of people were saying to add another mat underneath it on top of it, or to add cardboard, or I had some people suggesting putting like a t-shirt folded up so that way it would stack up more, create more pressure, and that way when the heat plate came down it would be able to create more pressure onto what I was trying to press, which I was like, okay, I'll try it, but also I paid almost $300 for this thing. Why am I having to like add all this stuff in order to make it work? But I did it anyway. I tried. I added my heat press mat that I already had for the easy press, and then I added a giant sweatshirt underneath in order to really bulk it up, and there was absolutely no difference. So that's when I really started to get frustrated. I was panicking, full panic. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take a break. I'm going to step away from this and I'll try it again tomorrow. Long story short, I tried it again 2 other days, got the same exact results. Nothing changed. I looked up so many videos. No one had other suggestions because all the videos I was seeing online were good, positive reviews. So I don't know why that is. I don't know if people don't think they need to share like bad reviews. I know that it can be hard to share bad reviews because then you think that company won't want to work with you, or I don't know what it is, but there weren't a lot of bad reviews online. So just as a side note, this is one of the reasons I'd say all of my small business friends, all of my crafting friends, my creator friends, anybody who has ever had the thought like I want to make a YouTube video about this, but then you have that thought in the back of your head like, well, that probably exists already, or like, why does my opinion matter? Why does anybody want to hear it from me? It matters. It really does. Like, so that's why I think everybody should create content. If you think you know stuff about anything, like share it with the world. I think it's so helpful because if I had seen at least one video that said it does not work for sublimation, then I would not have spent $300, especially in a crisis. I was panicking. I needed a new heat press. I would not have spent that money on that. I would have just got another Cricut Easy Press. So anyway, back to the story. I couldn't figure out a solution. I couldn't find a solution. All of the solutions that people did have for me weren't even working. So I was just over it. I decided to return it. One other thing that I didn't like about it, just to kind of tell you guys while I'm here making this video, the Teflon sheet that I use to put in between my projects so that it doesn't stain the mat kept getting stuck to the heat plate, and it was at like 400 and something degrees. And so my projects were getting stuck to the plate, and I was so afraid I was going to burn myself. And that thing takes forever to cool down. So it was like making me panic even more because my projects were getting stuck, and then I didn't want to reach my hands in there to get it out. I have heard a lot of people say that they don't like that the drawer doesn't pull out all the way. I didn't really have a problem with that, but I can see how it can be an issue. Those were the main issues I had. I don't think it creates enough pressure. The Teflon sheets kept getting stuck to the plate, which is super dangerous in my opinion. And the drawer doesn't pull out all the way. Other than that, I love the concept. I just think they didn't really execute it well. It doesn't work for what I need. I don't even know that I would suggest it to people who are using like heat transfer vinyl or any other sort of transfers where you just need like an iron feature. I don't know that it would give you enough pressure. It might. I've seen it work for other people, but for me personally, it did not work, and nothing I tried made it work. I definitely wouldn't recommend it for sublimation. I definitely do not think it works for sublimation. The pressure, there's no way to control the pressure, and there's no way to get it to work without having to add your own stuff underneath, which just doesn't make sense to me for the price. Also, just to wrap up the heat press saga and to tell you guys what happened, Cricut ended up coming through really clutch. I was so excited. I was able to finally get them a video of the error code happening, and they gave me a replacement for free, which was crazy because their warranty is technically a year, I think, and it had been well over 2 years. I was super thankful. They sent it to me, got here right away, and I was able to complete the projects that I needed to and get the results that I wanted. And so I am still with my Easy Press. I'm definitely still looking to upgrade because I need it for the holidays. I need an upgrade. I need something that's more time efficient and not going to kill my back during the holidays. So I'm still looking for suggestions. If you guys have any, please let me know. If you are looking for a heat press for sublimation, I do not recommend the htvront auto press. Do not get it. Don't waste your money. When I do decide to upgrade, I will tell you guys what I get. I'll do a full review of that. And if you guys want a full review of the Easy Press from Cricut, definitely let me know and I can do that for you guys too. I know I rambled. I always ramble if you're new here. That's just kind of a common thing here. I wanted to share my thoughts. Last week was so chaotic. I had to share this experience with you guys and had to tell you my thoughts because I couldn't find any thoughts similar to mine online. So I wanted to be the one to put it out there. If anyone else is looking to see if they can use that machine for sublimation, the answer is no, in my opinion, in my experience. I would say no. I hope someone found this video helpful. If you did, please leave me a like and subscribe for more videos. And don't forget to leave me a comment down below. Let me know what questions you have that you want me to answer, and also what other kinds of videos you want to see. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.